What's up there guys, welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. My name is Seikosha and today we are going to talk about how to find Iskra Lunchboxes. If you're clicking this video, you probably need them for the Jaeger quest Acquaintance super early on, and I'm gonna help you complete that today. Finding Iskras used to be super simple because you could go to interchange. There's about 10 weapon boxes where it had a 100% guaranteed spawn chance. But last week, BSG did something and they removed all those spawn chances from being there, making it a lot harder for the newer players to find these items to complete this quest. So, if you take a look at the wiki, it still says it has almost a 30% spawn chance, but I looted a bunch of weapon cases and I couldn't find many of them. So, I have a secret for you today. What if I told you there is still a place where you can get the Iskras with a 100% guaranteed spawn chance, and it's not labs? Let's dive straight into it and find out where it is. So they removed the 100% guaranteed Iskra spawn chance on interchange, but there's still a weapon box on lighthouse that has that 100% spawn to get an Iskra guaranteed. So if you go into the villas here, the red villa, you take down the stairs, one floor, you take an immediate left, there's a weapon box right there. You can loot it and there will always be an Iskra in it, and you just extract and rinse and repeat. So the second method is actually that you can craft the Iskras in the hideout. And this might sound super easy, but you do need the nutrition unit level 1 first, and you need to obtain all. So you can actually craft Iskras as well on the hideout, but two things: you need the nutrition unit level 1 and you need the items. So probably you need to be level 15 to buy the items off the flea. I would say it's preferably that you get the Iskras from way before that, so you can do your quest with Jaeger. So the other best method to obtain Iskras is probably woods. Woods is a generally safe map if you're a newer player. It's easy to avoid PvP, it's easy to extract on, and it's probably a lot better than the other two maps that I'm going to recommend here. So there's two places on Woods that you can go. The first one would be the Met or Yusa camp. There's 2 ration crates in this camp. There's a bunch of loose provision spawns that I've listed here. You can see them in the red areas. Just look around, look at all the tables, all the boxes, check the ration crates. And I will guarantee you that you can find an Iskra spawn here very easily, and look at the other items that you need as well. So we look the crate here, for example, and you can guess what is in it in the test video. Of course, it's an Iskra. So definitely take a look at that. Easy to extract from here as well. The second place in Woods would be the Scav town or village. There's 3 houses here with a bunch of provision spawns all over. A great place because there's 3 houses very close to each other that you can check. And basically what you want to do is check the beds, check the tables, check the floor, and there's a bunch of provision spawns all over, so just keep an eye out for that green little item. Another good thing is the vehicle extract is very close, so bring money and you can extract there and hand it over easily. Come to the second house, same story actually. Check the tables, check the closets, check the casting iron over there in the corner. And then when we cross the road, there's a last house that we want to check here. And basically same here. First room to the left, kitchen, table. And then when we go to the back on the sofa, there's a spawn and some more provisions in the back here. Another option will be reserve, in specifically the school building or Black Bishop / kitchen. If you run into here first, there's a bunch of provision spawns in the shelves, on the bed there, more on the table and on the shelves and around here, just loose provision spawns. And then we run down, there's 3 provision crates here, and there's some other spare provision loot on the floor and in the shelves here as well. But the ration crates are also great to check for Iskras, maybe cigarettes. One here, if you run back a little bit. There's 2 more in this area along with some toolboxes. Another second good option would be the cages, but I'm guessing if you're on this quest you don't have the cage keys or you don't have level 15, so this is probably your best bet on reserve. Last but not least, streets. Absolutely great map for loot, but also for provision spawns, so maybe a good choice to go on your scav to streets, check out the map, learn the map, and get some Iskras out in the meantime. There's a couple places you can go, for example the 2 Sparia stores. They're basically supermarkets. They have a bunch of provision spawns all over in the shelves. Unironically, you also need to visit those later for the sausage quest, which comes after Thrifty from Jaeger, so might as well get acquainted with them and find some Iskras in the progress. There's also 2 supermarkets, a Goshen and a Chechnorushka store, but I've mostly found 1 slot Tushonkas and other 1 slot items there, not so much the Iskras. Probably a better place is to find one of the restaurants and the bars. There's a couple of them all across the map that spawn provisions. For example, we have the dinner in the industrial complex, burger spot under Pinewood Hotel, there's a coffee bar under the Skybridge building, and there's also some other spawns. And we're gonna visit those now because they're in the Chekyanya or Iron Gate building. You want to check mostly the bottom floor. There's a bunch of spawns in the kitchen, in the floors. You can look up a loot guide because there's a bunch of loots too. And you have to remember that these are super high traffic areas. There's a lot of loot, a lot of chats, and PvPers will come here too. Oh, there's an Iskra. So expect to get in a fight here if you come here. As a newer player, maybe you want to avoid these places, but if you're a scav, like, you have nothing to lose anyway, so I would definitely recommend this place. And next up is the Skybridge building. You can go up to the 2nd and 3rd floor on both sides of the building. There's the stairs. And basically in the rooms, there's a bunch of provision spawns. In the kitchen again, on the tables, on the floors. Definitely worth checking. I found several Iskras here, and this is also a great building for loot, so check the valuable spawns while you are at it anyway. Last but not least, the guaranteed spawns have not been removed on labs, so you can still find them in the weapon boxes on labs. If you're a newer player or under level 15, I would not recommend going there anyway. But if you have a spare labs card and you know the map, it's a very solid way of obtaining them. So for the sake of the video, I thought I would include some of them anyway. That's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys found your Iskras. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because there's more where this is coming from, and also give me a follow on Twitch. I follow or stream approximately 2 times a week, so hit me with a follow there as well. Let me know if you have other good spots for your Iskras, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later!